All right, what up, people? You was just joining the Abomination. In this video, I'm talking about more so a conversation that's involving men and kind of men's issues. I mean, currently there's this high-profile celebrity case between two people who are both saying the other person is terrible and yada yada yada, whatever, however divorce cases go, I don't know. And honestly, I really don't care. Not for the reasons that I hear a lot of people saying I should. So how the conversation went, or why I feel reason to chime in on this conversation or give my perspective. D-Day Cobra from Geeks and Gamers, his response or his take on the conversation was he don't give a fuck because these are terrible people and he's fine with them eating each other alive and good riddance.
But I totally understand your point. And like I said, that's why I say, like, there's people out there like yourself and Tug that are covering this far better than I could. I don't have enough vested interest in it. But I do acknowledge that there's a bigger discussion to be had. I just can't find it within myself to give a fuck about either one of these two people, because I just think they're terrible people, both of them, for different reasons. And I have no faith in Johnny Depp moving forward, no matter what happens. But
the other people involved in the conversation says you might need to pay attention or care more because this is a case of men's rights. Because so many men have fallen victim to or have went through some crazy shit with some crazy females, simply claiming that they did something when in most cases didn't even happen. So basically the females lied on the man, fucked the man's life up. Now I feel that, you know, this shit kind of happened to me back in my younger years, in my college days. Don't want to go too much into it, but I mean, the female had the whole school thinking I was some type of predator. Luckily I had the receipts and enough and witnesses who had seen this person's behavior and was able to kind of vouch on me in addition to evidence that I had. So I totally feel where y'all are coming from. It happens and it's terrible. But to also say that this case can be looked at by a bunch of women who feel like if she gets away with this, then they can too. And there's going to be, I guess, some outburst or some wave of women that's going after men or pulling allegations and shit. That's already happened. We just had a whole hashtag Me Too thing going on. So it's not like, you know, the second wave is coming. I mean, or act like it's not already happening on a day-to-day basis. And the narrative that we're hearing most of the time is that toxic males, male privilege, and we get away with this, get away with that, especially white males and whatnot. But I guess the world is not addressing the female privilege of being able to manipulate to a certain degree situations. She even says in one video that I saw that on a phone call, like, what you gonna do? Tell the cops? You think they're gonna believe like some little skinny girl overpowered you or hurt you, beat you to some degree?
Johnny, tell them Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence, and yes. You know, it's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you.
It doesn't matter if it's for fair fight. My ass.
Exactly, because you're bigger and you're stronger. And so when I say that I thought you could kill me, that doesn't mean you counter with you also that you lost your own finger. I am not trying to attack you here. I'm just trying.
You know, so women know this. They know the power that they have, and a lot of them use that and get away with it. Hell, it's so terrible now that you got female millionaires making money off dudes just hoping that they'll get a fucking a shout out or a comment or some nice man said, hell, a fucking hug or a fart in a jar. My question is, at what point do we blame the male in this situation? Because from the things that I heard from this or about this woman, there were signs that this man could have seen before he decided to have sex with her and then continue on to marry her. So if we're talking about men and how, you know, we fight for men's rights, and how about we tell men, be careful who you have sex with, be careful who you get into relationships with. Of course, the shit is gonna happen where females are gonna do what females do, but men can at least not put themselves in situations for that to even happen or to even look like the truth in some degree. And I totally get where Jeremy was coming from by saying, you know, after hearing their perspective, like, I understand what y'all saying, but that don't mean I got to put my energy into it or I got to make videos on it. I definitely feel that, especially considering Jeremy has had some takes. Cobra has had some takes, said some dumb shit that even I was like, had the face palm that people keep on photoshopping in their thumbnails or whatever, or he put in his videos. But I give the man credit for saying that he is speaking out of emotion, but he never told anybody else to think like him. He said that there are people who are more knowledgeable, and you inquisitive minds, if y'all care about it, y'all can go to them for the facts and an unbiased opinion, which after you look at it, it kind of is biased because they just saying men been wronged against, we fight for men. So, I mean, if we take the same energy of people looking at this case and will try to capitalize off of the outcome of it, how come we don't keep that same energy when it comes to police shooting a black person? You could easily look at that and say, well, reasonable people will think, okay, well, what was the situation? What was going on? Was it justified in any way? What could have went better? As opposed to saying, well, let's criminalize this cop because all the other cops out there are going to look at this and see him get away with it, get off free. So they just going to start killing niggas like left and right. But no, we don't do that. Some do. But instead, a reasonable person will say, okay, well, let's look at the situation and where's the accountability? In most of these cases, black people put themselves in situations or they fight back, like the situation with the black dude grabbing the taser and the police shooting him.
No. Stop. Put your hands right. Stop. 1915. Got one running. North south. Stop. Stop.
What do you do?
Let go of the taser.
It's like, bro, if you already in the wrong, why you gonna continue doing dumb shit to make it worse for yourself? Already knowing that the perception of black people is totally negative and these people don't respect us as a whole. But we got to give them reason to, so that things like that don't happen on the regular. Or what about the Kyle Rittenhouse trial? If we looking at the bigger picture for that, then we could have said, well, you wouldn't have been fighting for Kyle like you did, because what if so many other teens or young men looked at that and said, well, if I can carry a gun across state lines and just shoot anybody, he got off free, let me go and capitalize on the situation. Let me go get off free too. No, we didn't do that. The bigger picture there was, this is an attack on the Second Amendment, our right to bear arms. So yeah, how about we keep that same consistency and look at this situation as the bigger picture is that man should not have been involved with that woman. Now, Jeremy also said that, these are Hollywood elites that benefit off this system. Let them eat each other alive. I definitely feel that, because I'm pretty sure the man looking at this situation or looked at it in the beginning well, if something go wrong, I could just divorce her. Sure, she takes some money, maybe not, on about our day. But the average man does not have that luxury. So we have to take better care of ourselves or look out for ourselves so that it's less likely for these situations to happen, which is the biggest picture, if you ask me. But I mean, somebody else can come and look above that and, we can find something else. But that's why I did appreciate the conversation and why I am speaking in, because I'm just trying to give another perspective or something that I didn't hear. So for this particular situation, this particular case, I'm another person that don't care. And I don't see why the pressure was on for this man to care. I guess they meant make videos. I don't know. They didn't exactly say it. But what is the point of that if the team and other people in our space are already making those videos? Why are we all talking about the same shit? 'Cause like I said on the original post or during the conversation, the people who are spectating, who are looking, the viewers, if everybody's saying the same shit, they kind of check out, or they're like, okay, well, I'm tired of seeing these videos. I'm gonna wait till it boils down, or I'll check out the video where they're talking about something else. I do think that you should divide and conquer. And for the people who care so much about this situation or want to do something about it, let them direct that traffic to them while we can put our attention somewhere else. Because there's not no one thing that's going to advance men forward or make things better for us. There are a lot of issues happening right now that can be addressed by multiple people in multiple ways. So that's my thing. I just don't think that pressure was actually warranted for this person to care more than what they did, and to go even further to, I guess, make videos about it, or to make himself super knowledgeable real quick so that he can chime in on the conversation with more knowledge. You know, everything doesn't have to be talked about by every person. I mean, my parents definitely told me, be careful who you sticking your dick into, and be even more careful about who you marry, who you share your life with, you know, who you having children with, because those are long-lasting, lifelong effects, you know. So, you know, where are the men who are saying that in this situation, as opposed to just saying we want the man to win? Okay, I want to see men make better decisions, all right, especially my black men, but most definitely men across the board, because, you know, we are the ones who make society run efficiently, and when that is attacked, you know, we the ones that's out there putting our ass on the line. So let's make sure we are in the best positions to go into these fights, you know, these relationships, these obstacles that life is going to put in our way. Let's make sure we go into these at our best, you know, and there's no one way to do that. And a lot of men, a lot of our viewers do not have people in their lives to say this. So I'm saying it. All right. Now, I haven't said anything profound. This is just my opinion. Again, just adding to the conversation, providing a different perspective. But I appreciate y'all for spending this time with me. Go ahead and leave a thumbs up or down on the video, you know, whatever. Be true to yourself. And if those buttons are not enough, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Tell me how you feel about the situation. You know, do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you appreciate my take on it? Do you disagree? Do you think I need to go balls deep and into, you know, justice for Jack Sparrow? You know, pirates are people too type shit. And for whoever want to just jump in the conversation or jump in the comment section and talk shit, go ahead and do that. I really don't care. It's whatever. Go ahead and be as heinous as YouTube will allow. All right. I don't delete comments or whatever. And if you find any value in my opinion whatsoever and you want to hear more of my thoughts, subscribe to the channel.
So I'm not sure I get you.
Give me a real fight.
You all right, boy?
Any of you guys read that chapter in The Art of War about misdirection?